Aston Martin owner Lawrence Stroll is known for his fierce ambition and, despite the pleasing progress his team has made this season, the Canadian businessman wants more. Everyone at Aston Martin is feeling good after an excellent start to the new Formula One season, but it's still not enough to fully satisfy owner Lawrence Stroll. Fernando Alonso has finished third in all 3 races so far in 2023, and teammate Lance Stroll has scored strong points in 2 of them, and would likely have made it a hat-trick of top 10 finishes had he not suffered a problem with his energy recovery system. This is a team which regularly struggled to get into the points at all last year. Now, Stroll's bullish predictions of future F1 glory don't seem so far away, with Aston Martin challenging Mercedes and Ferrari to be the closest challengers to runaway leaders Red Bull. Team principal Mike Crack is, understandably, over the moon with the progress made, but he is very aware that there is still a lot of work to be done, as owner Stroll is not going to be satisfied until regular race victories are being scored. "The mission is very clear," said Crack after a very healthy 27-point haul in Melbourne last weekend. Stroll has not been having any delay in asking, "When are we going to win the next one?" Obviously, he is happy we have made a step, but this is not enough for his ambitions. But even someone as ambitious as Stroll will know that the task of beating these Red Bulls is a monumental one. Max Verstappen and Sergio Perez have won all 3 races between them, and the performance gap of their RB19s, compared to the machines of their rivals, is significant. But Crack has seen enough from his own team to be confident that they can take advantage if the chasm narrows. Aston Martin have impressed with their car performance so far this season, while they have also enjoyed the rub of the green in the FIA offices. Their strong results have been assisted, somewhat, by a couple of favorable decisions from the stewards. The first came in Saudi Arabia, after Alonso was initially stripped of his podium after the race, accused of not properly serving a time penalty during a pit stop. In Australia last weekend, it looked as though the Spaniard had lost out on the podium when he was spun by Carlos Sainz just 2 laps from the end, after a standing restart. Unlike 4 others who had crashed out, his engine was still running and he was able to continue after the race was red flagged for the 3rd time. The 41-year-old would then have been delighted to learn that, as the cars had not reached the end of the first sector before the red flags were waved, he would be restarting again back in 3rd place. Haas officially protested against this after the race, but, following a lengthy period of deliberation, the result of the race stood. Fernando Alonso may be the older active driver in Formula One, but he has shown no signs of slowing down just yet. The Spaniard has a new lease of life with his new team and, thanks to their newfound competitiveness, the double champion has returned to the sharp end of the grid.